The idea of the workshop was to bring together students, postdocs, even some junior faculty who all have a shared interest in using simulation, using computational techniques and tools and software to support their biomedical research.
The goal of this workshop is to integrate a lot of the software that we've developed on the ski side of things with the software that, for instance, Rob McLeod uses for bioelectricity simulations and the software that we use for computational biomechanics. And so try to put together a pipeline so that we can go from images all the way through to simulations and post-processing.
We're trying to kind of indoctrinate a new set or a new generation of simulation scientists. The philosophy is that if we can get across sort of a bunch of both fundamental ideas in imaging and geometry and numerics and simulation, if we can get across fundamental ideas and then combine that with some training in how to use software tools that implement those ideas, that these students will be particularly well prepared to conduct the next generation of sort of realistic biomedical simulations.
The common theme to all of this software is trying to make the life of researchers easier, because oftentimes we as scientists deal with data complexities, and the challenge isn't in processing data, although there is quite a challenge in that, but it's visualizing it and conveying it in a meaningful way so that others can understand and appreciate what's happening. So the tools that we have here helps make that job of communication easier through visualization, computing, and analysis.
The unique feature of this particular course, which is really a 2-week-long course, is that we have enough time to provide the background, to explain where the algorithms come from, some of the ideas behind the algorithms, some of the basic principles behind the elements that make up a complete set of tools that anybody in this domain really has to know how to use. And then we can add on top of that basic understanding, specific knowledge of the software tools that we produce here in the Ski Institute.
I'm actually working on neuromodulation for depression, and I think what I personally gained from being here was just a different perspective of the methods that I have been using and how they can actually be applied to other problems. And their application to other problems actually inspired me to sort of come up with some more questions that I could look at within my own focus.
I benefited most from the segmentation and image analysis aspect of the course. I have a stronger foundation in biomechanics and finite element modeling, so I'm weaker in that other area, and I think that helped me out more in that aspect.
2 different groups that came together to put this course together. One group is called the Center for Integrative Biomedical Computing, the CIBC. And then there's another group, the Musculoskeletal Research Lab, or MRL. And each one of these groups has developed independently their own software within the Ski Institute. And we decided that bringing those 2 groups together could provide a really comprehensive and powerful set of tools that a lot of researchers, biomedical simulation researchers, can benefit from. And that's how we've really structured the course.
There's so many different techniques that you use in finite element modeling and processing of images that, I would just have to take courses upon courses to even touch the surfaces of them all. And so just being able to see what the different techniques are with thresholding and surfaces and how to form geometries and how to actually process them and what programs to even use is a very valid tool for me.
So there's a week of basic curriculum, and then in the second week we will break the groups a little bit into the biomechanical and bioelectric sections and then focus more deeply on the software and the ideas behind the software in those particular application domains.
There's definitely been a progression with the students. They've started out taking 15 minutes to load 3 modules into Ski Run, and then by the end I just taught a session where we built a 24 module network in less than an hour. So there's a definite progression from the time that they start to the time that they get to the end. They really become comfortable with the tools.
It's been really great. I think the students have really gotten to know each other well, and they've kind of formed a cohesive group, and they seem to really interact really well with each other, not only in the classroom setting, but outside as well.
The atmosphere is very inclusive. Every time we have some free time, we're always like, oh, what are we going to be doing? I found a gym, someone else found a bowling alley, there's people are going to Park City, there's, organized, oh, do you want to go on a run with me in the morning? And I actually almost have to turn down invitations to things.
So I'm from the East Coast, from the Philadelphia area, and it's fairly flat in the East Coast. And so Utah is just a thing of beauty, and it's just looking out over the horizon and not just seeing a flat line. It's kind of visually stunning. I could get used to that.